Hello everyone, I am Vinita Kejriwal. I welcome you all on behalf of Vincent Financial Services on an initiative about a talk on women and wealth. We all know that hard work, dedication and focus is required for us to get into a different field of our life. We all need inspiration and motivation at some point of time. So, what better than listening to the power stories of powerful people? Since Women's Day is around the corner, I thought what better than this? Let me introduce today's guest speaker, Ms.Sanchari Chakroborty, who has completed her BA LLB from the University of Calcutta in the year of 2009. She started her own venture, which was Mrs. Victor Moses and a Company, a top-tier law firm in Calcutta. Her stint with this law firm was from 2009 till 2017. Thereafter, Ms. Chakroborty founded SC&A Legal Options with offices in the different parts of the country. She has specialized experience in insolvency, corporate governance issues, shareholders dispute, and commercial and international arbitration. So, hi Sanchari, how are you? Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, hi Vinita. All good, all good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. I would like to welcome you for this small brief talk about Women in Wealth, which is an initiative by Vincent Financial Services. And not taking much of time, let me start with the direct questions itself. So my first question to you would be, how did you started this entrepreneurship journey, or maybe some relevant facts or some kind of, the challenges which you faced you would like to share with the audience, because this is the message we want to give to the whole women community.
So, now it started, in fact, it's very funnily because I come from, as you know, I'm a lawyer. So I did my degree from a state university, right? And thereafter, in those days, even today, we know as lawyers, like when you go for a job or something, they look for degrees from national universities, or they would prefer even foreign universities. So there was a challenge I was facing regarding, brands, big law firms in hiring me. But then, yes, obviously someone gave me a chance in this area. And from there, but again, the jump, the scaling was becoming a little difficult. So that is where I realized that, if nobody's taking me, let me start giving myself a chance. So I gave myself a chance, and that's how I started. And today we are, touchwood, a team of a complete women law firm, though not by design, but somehow it happened that way. Okay. We are a team of 7 to 8 people. Associates, and as a company, it's a larger company now.
That's amazing, you choosing such kind of profession, and then when you're not being, absorbed by such branded firm, but still you did not give up, and then you thought to let's give a chance to yourself and get into something which is really, again, very challenging. So that actually itself needs a lot of courage and passion itself. So amazing, that's really great. So my second question to you would be, we all know that finance is backbone of everything, because if you don't have finance aligned, so you will fall from everything, right? So what did you do to ensure that your finances are being taken care? If you want to share some tips.
Yes, so I think that I would obviously say one thing, that finance is something you should be responsible of giving it to people who know it. So obviously I am a firm believer that we should approach people who are into these services and just believe on their judgments, because we cannot wear all the hats. That's what I feel. Right. And that's what I do. I take expert opinions wherever required, and you all are there to help. That's how it is.
Great. Thank you so much for that. So again, to sum up, you said you should focus on your expertise, and rather than, getting into different kind of hats, or getting into different types of categories where you don't have such skill, and let's give to them who are really professional and who has such kind of intellect or intellectual. So that's really good. And I hope you did the same. So that's what I think, your finances are being taken care as well, in a perfect direction. Okay. So my third question to you would be, we all as a human being, or we all as a professional entrepreneur in our journey, somehow or the other, have some kind of mistakes which we do, and then we realize, or we learn from such mistakes or our experiences, that yes, maybe standing today we think no, we should haven't done that, or we learn, unlearn, and then we overcome from those mistakes. And maybe sometimes you can talk about like negatives also. You can't be positive all the time, you have both the outlook. So now tell me about yourself. How did you overcome such things, and what was your major mistake? Still you remember, Array, I shouldn't have done that. So just share with us that.
So I think while starting on your journey or anything, I think one thing we often get a little misdirected about is how to negotiate yourself. The negotiation skills when we start a business or any project or anything. So at times the negotiation where the push that it requires for ourselves, maybe we go a little soft, and we the skills go a little softer. So I think that is one thing where had I now over the time, obviously, because you in your own journey, you become more confident about yourself, you learn about yourself, and that's what experience comes for, where you know how to actually, what you really worth it. So I think one thing that is there, yeah, I would definitely not mistake, I would say, but I would say it took me a little while to learn it, that how to really get your self-worth properly negotiated. I think that is one thing. But yeah, I think, but then again, with experience, you learn it, and that's how it has happened over time.
Perfect. So you said experience is which is required. Maybe if you even go wrong, experiences teaches you how to overcome that. And in the negotiation part, you have to be really very hard. You can't always be soft. So you need to understand that as well. So that may bring you to a different level. So amazing. So my last question to you would be, what message do you want to give to the community of women as a whole, so that they can have some takeaway after this conversation, they can have some introspection? Yes, this is one thing I should be doing, or I should have done. So any one or two message you would like to share, being such a successful lawyer and into a profession actually where you're doing really great. So yeah.
Thank you for the kind words, first of all. And second of all, I mean, a message to the women, I would just say that just keep, persuading and persist with your journey. Things will come to you. That's all. I believe we are limitless, and it's just that we need to push it. That's all. Okay. Keep pushing the boundaries.
Oh, so very simple. Keep your persistence, perseverance, dedication. All these things has to be there. Yeah, sorry, you wanted to add something more?
No, that's all. To all the women, I want to say this: keep pushing your boundaries. We have come a long way, but we have a long way to go as well. Right. So we can't afford to, relax also. But yes, in our funny way. But that doesn't mean that we have to be very tense and something. I mean, fighting can also be fun. So let's
right. So don't take stress, but still you have to be out of your comfort zone to create something for yourself. That is really very important, because otherwise a lot of us think, yeah, TK, whatever we are doing, it's okay. Why should I go for this? But yes, if you don't go, if you don't do something, you will have only regrets. So that has to be there. So, I mean, thank you so much, Sanchari. That was really a quick fireside chat. It was actually. So my pleasure hosting you. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you for having me here, and thank you. And you are inspiration as well. You are doing yourself, and thank you. Let's go ahead mutually.
Yeah. So this has to be mutual. This inspiration is always has to be, inspiring each other. Thank you so much.